Hi, I am Renaye, and in this lesson, I am going to teach you about synonyms, antonyms, homonyms, and homophones. Our first topic is synonyms. What are synonyms? So, when we talk about synonyms, these are words of the same or of similar meanings. For example, I have written down the synonyms and highlighted them in the color purple. For example, we have sad. The synonym of sad is unhappy. Rich. The synonym of rich is wealthy. See. The synonym of see is observe. Least. Another word that means least is minimum. Correct is right. So when we talk about synonyms, we're talking about those words that have similar meanings. So they mean the same. We have antonyms. So with antonyms, these are words of opposite meanings. For example, if you say above, the opposite of above will be below. Absent will be present. Tall will be short. If we buy, then the antonym of buy is we sell. Young, if a person is not young, then is old. If the person is not healthy, then the person is sick. If we are playing, then if we are not playing, then we are fighting. Another word is dry. The antonym of dry is wet. So those are words that are antonyms. Let's go to homonyms. What are homonyms? These are words that are spelled and pronounced the same but have different meanings and functions. For example, here I have written down words that they are homonyms. They are spelled the same and pronounced the same, but they do have different meanings and functions. I've written them in sentences. So we are going to pick each and every homonyms from these sentences. Sentence number 1. He hit the ball over the net. Another sentence. The prince met Cinderella at the ball. So the homonyms in these two sentences is the ball. Ball is our homonym. This word is spelled the same in each and every in both sentences. It is spelled the same and it is pronounced the same as ball. But you can see in our first sentence, he hit the ball over the net. This means that the ball in our first sentence is for the playing object, the one that we know, the ball that we play with. But in our second sentence, the prince met Cinderella at the ball. So the ball in our second sentence identifies the event. It shows us the event in which Cinderella was there. It is the event, it is the place. So, ball is our homonym. Another sentences is it is cold in Alaska. It is cold in Alaska. Another sentence with our homonym is I need medication for my cold. So we can see in these sentences that cold is our homonym. So cold is our homonym. In the first sentence, it is cold in Alaska. So cold means that it is the cold of weather. So it is cold. I need to wear a jersey. I need to be around the fire because it is cold in Alaska. Cold is for weather. But in our second sentence, I need medication for my cold. Here, cold is associated with medication, meaning that cold is for like fever, it's like flu, it's cold for sickness, right? So cold is our homonym. It is spelled the same, it is pronounced the same in both sentences, but the function is different. Let's go to our next example. The weather is cool. First sentence. The second sentence is her manner was cool and unfriendly. So we can see that in both sentences, cool is our homonym. Cool is spelled the same, we pronounce it the same, but let's hear each and every function of cool in each and every sentence. In the first sentence, the weather is cool. So cool is associated with the weather. Therefore, cool, it means, for example, it's warm, it's vibrant. Cool is associated with the weather, whereas the function of cool in our second sentence, her manner was cool and unfriendly. So cool in our second sentence, second sentence is associated with the manner. It's how the person is. It is the manner in which the person had portrayed. Is the person unfriendly? The person was cool. The person was just chilled. So it is associated with the manner. So cool um is our homonym in this sentence. Therefore, let's go to homophones. What are homophones? These are the words that are pronounced the same way but differ in spelling and meaning. So, homophones are words that are pronounced the same way but differ in spelling and meaning. For example, I have two sentences which have the same homophones, but the spelling, they're spelled differently, and they have different meaning in these sentences. For example, number one, we talk aloud. First sentence. Second sentence, we are allowed to go. If we can check from the first sentence, allowed is spelled um, differently from allowed in the second sentence. But these words are pronounced the same, but they have different meaning. From the first sentence, allowed is associated with um, noise, with the way the person talks, you see. Whereas in the second sentence, allowed is associated with permission to go to some way. So another example is, he sat by the fire. We buy goods at the shop. He sat by the fire is our first sentence. The second sentence is, we buy goods at the shop. So from the first sentence, buy is our homophone, whereas in the second sentence, buy is also our homophone, but buy and buy are spelled differently, and they have different meanings in each and every sentence. In our first sentence, by, it means next to. It means that this person sat next to the fire, by the fire. Whereas in our first sentence, it shows where the place where the person is. Whereas in our second sentence, it shows what the person is buying. It shows what the person is buying. So buy is our homophone. Last example, the flower is in the vase. The flower is in the vase. First sentence, that's the first sentence. The second sentence is, we bake cakes with flour. So in this example, flour in both sentences is our homophone, but it is spelled differently, but it sounds the same, and it has different meaning in each and every sentence. In our first sentence, the flower that is meant is the flower that we all, these are flowers that we all know, flowers from the creature. um, it is the flower from the garden, you see, whereas the flower in the second sentence is the one that we use to bake. This is the ingredient that we use to bake. Thank you.